For a long time, I've toyed with the idea of writing a story about someone in their 20s going 10 years into the past to relive their high school days with their adult knowledge. They'd be able to do everything the right way, not making the kinds of mistakes all teenagers make because, well, they're teenagers. It's an obvious wish fulfillment kind of story, and I've never written it because of that. It's too easy. What's the conflict? It's just someone creating their perfect future with information no one else has. Remake Our Life, or Bokutachi no Remake, starts with a similar premise. Kyoya is a 28-year-old who has not had any success. He's tried to follow his passion, game design, but nothing has gone right, and he is jobless, forced to move back in with his parents. His failures largely seem beyond his control. He works hard, he knows what to do and how to do it, but the business world is ruthless and he has too little power. He thinks back on a pivotal decision made a decade earlier. He got accepted into 2 colleges, the visual arts program of an art school and the economics department of a standard university. He chose economics because he didn't trust in himself as a creator and thought it would be too difficult. Now, with nothing to show for the past 10 years, he wishes he had chosen art school instead. And lo and behold, he wakes up the next morning on the cusp of that major decision. And this time, he chooses art school. Thus, Remake goes down a very different path than my story idea. It is still wish fulfillment, but only kind of. In art school, Kyoya still has a very tough time, and he doesn't have any future knowledge to rely on. He doesn't know any of the people or the coursework. But he still excels because he has experience and maturity. We should never underestimate how nerve-wracking it is to be young. Things are new and exciting, but also unknown and scary. And while Kyoya's classmates and housemates may seem confident, they are actually very unsure of themselves and their art. They don't know what Kyoya does, that trying to do something is far better than regretting not giving it a shot. And that harsh criticism doesn't mean that you should give up. It's a tool you can use to improve. This show surprised me a lot. I thought it would be pure fluff, a person basically cheating at life by using the anime equivalent of the Gray's Sports Almanac. But it's instead about a person, sure of themselves, taking a path in life that makes them happy. In this modern era, being a creator is easier than ever to do. Just make something and throw it up on Twitter or Reddit or YouTube, and it can get lots of attention. But because that freedom exists for everybody, an individual's efforts are just a drop in an ocean of content. No one may see your art, even if it's great. It's frustrating, and I speak from experience here, but it's still a positive situation, because sharing something online means that it can be seen. Even if you only get half a dozen likes or upvotes or views, that still means that some people saw your work. And 6 is a hell of a lot more than 0. You've got to take any win you can sometimes. I think the theme of Remake Our Life is confidence in yourself, and that no one can give it to you. You have to try, you've got to put in the effort, even if it's scary, and it will be, and do the things that make you happy. Creating is a wonderful thing. Art allows others to feel and experience things they otherwise may not. And while some art is fluffier than others, a visual novel is very different from a Picasso after all, that doesn't mean that it is worth less, because it can still please people and evoke emotion. It can motivate and help. And isn't that a grand thing? The ability to touch others. That's what art is. Thanks for watching. I want to add about the show something that didn't quite fit into the script. It felt like a harem show at times, that every woman was going to swoon over Kyoya, and I didn't really like that. Harems aren't my thing, they're just too unrealistic for my taste, but Remake handled it very well. The women clearly like Kyoya, but it's because of who he is. He doesn't just have magic pheromones that drive them crazy. His self-confidence, his drive, and his willingness to help them and others shows that he is a good person. It makes sense that they would be attracted to him, especially when he's way more mature than the other guys having 10 more years of life experience. That said, the romance element isn't pervasive enough to be a problem, but it may still irk some viewers, and I understand that. Also, in case anyone is wondering, I am totally shipping Kyoya and Tsurayuki. I'd love to see Kyoya be bisexual and start a relationship with our budding writer. I can't explain it, it just seems like the best thing to do. So, what do you think about
Lay
Remake
with
Our
me.
Life?
Lay on the bed
Did you
if you
enjoy
want.
it? Hate it? Completely miss it? If you haven't seen it, it is available on Crunchyroll, hashtag not an ad. I'd really recommend it to anybody wanting to pursue an artistic endeavor. It very much makes you feel like creating something is a worthwhile thing to do, and that's good because it is. In fact, if you're a struggling artist of any kind, put a link in the comments below and I'll check out your stuff and maybe even promote it in an upcoming video. I always want to help if I can. That's it for this. And again, thank you for watching to the end. You can find me on Twitter at ShaggyJeebus. Not always active, but I check in every couple of days. And remember, keep fighting for your dream. It just might come true. Hey everyone! Before I end this video, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed recently. My channel has gone from having about 200 subscribers up to now having over 1,300. It is amazing, it's unbelievable, honestly, that I've gotten this kind of attention, but it shows that people really like what I'm doing, and I am going to keep doing it. On that point, I will say that my next video, not sure when it'll come out, but it hopefully won't be too long, will be another LGBTQ plus themed video. Not about an anime character who necessarily is part of the community, but someone that I think members of the community can look to with maybe not adoration, maybe just jealousy. But I think this is a character, this is an anime that some people may have watched and it kind of cracked their egg. You know, it made them realize some things about themselves that they maybe didn't know beforehand or helped contextualize certain things. I mean, I know it did me. But I'll explain more in that video, so watch out for it when it comes out. Besides that, I have started a Patreon recently. It's patreon.com/ShaggyJeebus. Pretty obvious. It's small, threadbare, because I don't really know what I'm doing, and I don't honestly expect to make a whole lot of money from it. I just have it out there in case. Because some people really seem to like what I'm doing, and if they want to support me, I wanted them to be able to, because the more money I get, the more time and energy I can devote to videos. I can devote to topics that are important to me, topics that are important to other people. So I can talk about these things, and that little bit of money helps. Also, some of the money on the Patreon will go towards purchasing media materials for me to review, to analyze, and make a video about. For example, I really want to get my hands on some more gay-centered manga, and there actually is a wealth of it out there. So I want to be able to purchase it legally, have a book to hold in my hands and flip through to be able to really dig into it, as well as support the creators who are bringing this not just out in Japan, but to America as well, and allowing English readers to read it. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. Again, I'm just so humbled by the positive attention that I have had over the past couple of weeks. Thank you all so much, and stay positive, everybody. Life can be really hard sometimes, life's confusing, but, you know, we get through it, and we enjoy the happy times.
Awesome.
Awesome.
One more thing. You're, gay, right? I mean, like openly gay?
I'm not openly anything, and gay doesn't begin to cover it, no.
If coming out is a magic show and gayness is a rabbit out of a hat, I'm one of those never-ending handkerchiefs.
This better not awaken anything in me.